Hi, everybody. So I'm going to do some oracles, y'all. Do some oracles. I got my painting clothes on. I'm still wearing what I wear normally when I paint, some old stuff. But we're going to talk about why I left all art-related groups, and I left social groups, all social groups, not just social apps. I mean, any social groups anywhere, even no socializing on YouTube no more. I don't socialize in the comments anymore. Um, and I'm going to talk about that. So hopefully we'll get more people in before we get started. I'm also going to do oracles because I know how much y'all like them. Okay. Well, I got me some tea here. I got me some tea. We're going to get started in a minute. All right. To start with, y'all. Oh, okay. The oracles got tossed onto the floor here. I think we're gonna get into past lives today and see what comes out of there. The oracles for the past lives. We're gonna do those as well. I'm just putting some stuff on the table, y'all. I know y'all like the animals, so we'll do the animals too. I'll make sure y'all get those in. I might do planets. I might do planets. We'll see. Hi, everybody. We're going to get started. I see some of y'all in here. I'm doing faceless videos for a while. Pretty much this will be on every channel. I'm just tired of being attacked. I don't want to be attacked anymore. Sick of it. Too much self-hate in the Black community, and I don't want to be exposed to that energy anymore. Hi, everybody. So we're going to get started. Come on in. Feel free to listen to the sounds while we wait for more people to come in. Having tea here. If you're a middle-aged woman, you should be drinking green tea. It's so important for your transition. So if you're becoming middle-aged in your 40s and you're a woman, you should be drinking green tea. I cannot express how important it is to drink it. We'll wait until we get more people in. I guess some people are just going to have to get the replay. Okay, these is oracles, y'all, not tarots, as you see. There's nobody getting hurt here. I love games. I love games like this, card games. I think I'm gonna do an extended one today. I think I'm gonna go all the way to like 2:00 for people who want. Hansi, don't start it in here, man. Don't do that today, bro. Don't do that today. Roll out, roll out, roll out. Go ahead. Nope. Okay. See what we get here. Okay. Okay. Guard yourself. So don't be around people that pull you into combative energy. But I felt like this card wanted to come out, the Virgo energy. Okay, focus on your physical well-being. Physical well-being here. I don't know how to make this. I don't know if y'all can see that closer. Can y'all, did it zoom in? I zoomed in, y'all. Can somebody tell me whether it zoomed in or not? Because I really want y'all to see it closer here. So this do mean taking care of yourself and watching how you spend your money, investments. If you're into editing today, this would be a good day to get some editing practice in. Also working on lifestyle, glow up. See what we get here. Gemini, okay. Becoming a genius in something, celebrity energy, spiritual, psychic stuff. Also, Geminis can be like good in fashion. So yeah, Scorpio came out here. So if you are a writer or you like to draw, this is a good day to draw. If you enjoy drawing, okay. Scorpio is here. If you like to write short fiction or short, if you're into psychic stuff about the anything that might deal with the dark side of things or marriage and war. So just be careful of toxic energy in your marriage if you're married, because we do have somebody here that normally can be somebody that would marry you, or also father figure. Masculine energy is out here and feminine energy. Okay, yeah, channel your energy into something positive because the energy can be very negative right now. Somebody might try to make you feel insecure about your feminine energy. Okay, let yourself have some mystery right now. We're going to get into the topic of this video. Now, this is actually matching what I'm going to talk to y'all about. Full moon. So, if you were going to do some investigation into um, how to connect with your wild feminine energy, this is a day to do it. Also, dark films. If you were trying to speak to people on the other side, this is a day to do it as well. You know, if you were into seances or something of that nature, this would be a good day to do that. You know, basically, you might want to wear obsidian as well for protection. Scorpio's here. So the dark stones to absorb the negative energy for you. Take time to relax and recharge. Yeah. Also, this is getting into self-care as well. Basically, celebrating your wild feminine sexual energy. Cow is here. So you would do good today reading, working with your books. This could be some abundance. Is You could be trying to new beginning, a new life. Somebody's having a new life. It could be with some downloads. Somebody getting downloads today for sure, or they got downloads and ideas they need to work on. Okay, some of y'all need to chop up these ideas or um, make them cleaner if you have any ideas. This also means working with what you got, not being greedy, because cow energy is here. Okay, this also means be careful of you might want to detox any bad habits you have. Make sure you're not cycling back into any bad habits like overeating, eating fatty foods. Also, you might want to do a good cleansing today as well. Aquarius energy came out. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like button. Okay, mixing something up, recipes. Aquarius can be people that mix things. Celebrating life, make the most of parties and gatherings. Yeah, it's okay to go to parties and gatherings, but I'm to be mindful of what you share. So I'm not actually going to any. I'm going to be hosting my own, but I'm not attending any because as you see, we got two heads here and we have that energy. Somebody might be trying to get into some other people's identity or life purpose so that they can get money from it or something here. Just be careful, especially with the Scorpio energy. It could be some sneaky energy that you have to protect yourself from. Okay, we see we got purple, red, and blue. So we do have to make sure we're staying calm. We're not in any mental battles with anyone. So make sure if you want to burn things to keep you calm, like lavender, white candle, soy. Okay. Yeah, keep you calm. Yeah. Pick your battles today. This could be influencer, independence. Also, could be some traveling is needed for some of y'all today here. Yeah, focus on your own spiritual well-being. Okay, you might want to do affirmations, look at your scriptures. You might want to look at biblical stories because stories is out here. You might want to use some stories or biblical short fiction or short stories for your inspiration, or definitely some prompts. You may want to do some prompts today for journaling. Cat energy is here. Hair is here. Yeah, don't be so easily spooked or agitated, or be careful of your anxiety level. Okay, you may find that you're better off somewhere else. The grass is greener, really is greener on the other side, or something here. Something could be being released, a new beginning, a transformation is happening. So you might need to go in a different lane, or just stick with what you're doing, stick with some new lane. Okay. So if you were going to do some art today, you might want to work with the emotions that have to do with purple, blue, green, and red. Doesn't matter what art. Yeah, it came out. So you do need to look at the synchronicities here, and you do need to kind of be planning and practical, and focus on achieving increasing financial security. So just focus on stuff that you can create that you think has value and make a profit. Virgo energy out here, stocks, bonds, investments. Okay. Feel free to use any of the things you're seeing here as your inspiration. Okay. Somebody might be telepathy, might be getting downloads literally from the other side because they have telepathy. Somebody might be getting visions. Somebody might be able to practice being able to see the future. Okay. See what we get here. All right, somebody is deceiving. Came out. Some of y'all got somebody that's watching you that got bad motives. All right, be careful who you listen to today. Some people are like a bad priest, a bad minister. They don't mean you any good. This could be also if you're in a study group or a classroom, or in a live video, or watching somebody speak, or somebody could be under a hidden account. Somebody's no good, or somebody's own spouse. Darn shame, y'all. That goes with the video topic. Okay. Somebody can sense when somebody's doing something wicked or wicked. Scorpio's out with the owl. Yeah. It's hard to hide from somebody. Passion. Yeah. There could be a breakthrough coming here. You definitely want to get sun. Do some sunbathing today. Get some fresh air because rabbit energy is out here. You could have to do some leaping as well because Leo, leap into different activities today. Dancing could actually be therapeutic for some of y'all. Yoga, kayaking. All right, practice self-control, grounding today, definitely with the Capricorn energy. All right, don't let nobody make you ruthless. Yeah, gentleness. Be gentle. Stay away from anything that keeps you from being gentle. Period. Be more gentle with yourself. Graceful, sensitive. Okay, it also means setting up boundaries today. There's earth coming out several times. Confidence. This is a synchronicity, Raven. I heard Raven yesterday. Okay. The creator wants you to have some silence and peace and quiet in your life right now and to tap into the other side for some sort of spiritual breakthrough. Yeah, because there's something that you're going to get from the other side that's going to help you to be productive here. Synchronicity. I saw a bee in my vision earlier, like literally. I heard bee and then I got it in my vision and then it just came out. Make sure that you're staying organized and when you're being productive. Prioritize your goals. Yeah, you might need to do some goal setting today because we do got Rabbit and Gemini energy. But Gemini can be micro goals. So you don't got to do real big. You can go big within the small. Get a clear view of how to get where you want to go and what it will take to get there. Make sure you get your cardio in because Leo's out here. If you're into like slow-mo dancing, sexy dancing, yoga, sexy dancing, today is the day to do that. It will help to boost your confidence. Forgiveness. Yo, I saw likes on the video and then they just disappeared. So somebody's playing with the numbers on this. I saw number 3 just now when I looked at the screen. I must have been saying into the future or they removed the likes. But I saw 3 on there. Some of y'all may be angry or heard about a past issue. All right, there's some blessings that will come. Magicianship. Okay, if you have multiple streams of income, there's one of your multiple streams of income is supposed to be abundant. All right, there could be somebody you have to forgive here. Elephant is here, but elephant is definitely abundance. Okay. Some of y'all might got a psychic spy. Gemini's here, Scorpio's here, and this owl, this saying watcher, spying, hedgehog. If others don't understand you, it don't matter. Okay? Keep doing what you enjoy. Keep doing what you're chosen to do. Calm, yeah, grandma energy. Walk our path in peace and stick to it. I just said that and it came out. Take a break from your busy life and look around you, within you for more grounded, long-lasting solutions. Okay. There could be something in your environment that's working better for you. Yeah, manifestation. It came out. Okay. So we're going to get into the video topic. I did the oracles. If your current thoughts or reality don't suit you, then it is time to make a change through conscious manifestations. Your energy can bring in all you desire. Okay. All right. So y'all, I guess I'm going to be, even for y'all too, I guess I'm going to be packing it up on this channel. I told y'all I was releasing it Well, April's right around the corner, so I have to move on. Okay. I want to be more on my lifestyle channel, and I'm starting a new channel today. So I want to talk about why I left social groups. This is going to be a brief video, and then I gotta work on my project. So you should be working on projects today in peace and quiet. I got to lead the social groups, y'all, and the art related groups because people are basically people are using other people's uh, compliments and attention to decide whether they should go after that destiny. So, for example, when you're in art groups and you share your art and everybody claps and people are like, oh, that's amazing, and everybody want to know how you did it. There's people in that group that will then decide to make it their mission to try to tap into your metaphysical powers. So they're there watching to see what work is celebrated before they will decide who they want to be like. And because half the people in the art groups, they don't show their faces, they're not on video. Half of them are not even talking. They're just sitting there taking notes. They're just writing down people's names in their mind and writing down people's work. So that's one reason why I don't do art groups anymore. I'm actually clearing out um, all all the art groups that are on my list on Eventbrite. I'm not going anymore. Second is if you can't learn the value of using books to teach yourself, then you're not ready for no art related group. That's something that I realize. Like I'm already an exceptional writer. So really I can use books. I don't need some random host to guide me. So I realized that once you get really good at doing something and you go to groups, you're there not because you're not good at it. You're there because of some other reason that has nothing to do with your skill set. And it could be meaning that you're actually kind of running away from depending on yourself to get started, even though you know how to do it real good. You're not owning up to the fact that you have to be first to give yourself the push to get started with your art. And so joining those groups can mean you're running away from your fears of depending on yourself. And I don't like that idea, y'all, because I know that where focus goes, energy flows. So if you're focusing on a certain teacher or a certain video host to always teach you something that you're really good at already, you're probably giving them some of your power. Okay. And that's something to think about. And then maybe that's why you're unable to create once you leave that group. You're blocked for the next few days because you gave your power and metaphysical strength to some stranger who's hosting a group that you don't need to be in. So the third reason why I'm not doing any art related groups is the toxicity. It's like you go into the groups now and people try to create groups within groups. And I'm like, that's toxic. Like if we're a group, we should all be united. Why is there like micro groups inside the big groups? People try to isolate certain people in the group. And it's like, this is the art group. Why is people being petty like that? Like, this is not a group about politics. This is not a group about relationships. This is not a group about family matters. This is literally an art group, but people keep on turning it into a bar. And this keeps happening in group and group and group and group I go to. And also, I notice people's own vices and discrimination comes in here, and people start picking certain people according to their race, who they're going to listen to and who they're going to acknowledge. It gets too petty, and that creates anxiety. Anxiety creates blocks, and I don't need to be blocked because some random people in a group with their toxic discrimination and all that giving me anxiety. I don't have time for that. So that's another reason why I left art related and social groups. Another reason is I feel like when you go to these art groups and the host, they give you something to write about or to create. And it's like you ask is like, is that what your angels was going to give you? Like, or are you just riding on their energy? So I don't like the fact that you're letting somebody tell you what could come from you rather than letting your angels speak through you. So I don't like that. I've actually was in groups and I decided to not even focus on what the host told us to write, and I ended up writing something else that was really good, that had nothing to do with what they told me to write on, and that just spoke volumes. Where some of these hosts, they're only giving you something that they might think this the energy that everybody's in, but that might not be the energy that you're supposed to be in or you're supposed to manifest in. So they could be like basically going by their own energy. So they might give you a prompt, an art prompt to do based upon their energy. And then you sit there and try to use that prompt, and it's like, no, that's not really for me. But then you're not participating in the workshop. So it just no, y'all. It's a no. It's a no. So the next reason why I left art related groups is because I felt like they was telling me how long I had to do it. Like I wasn't in control of how long my energy is going to work on my stuff. They were giving me 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 50 minutes to write. And I'm like, nah, there was times where my angels actually wanted me to write longer, but the host told me to stop writing. I felt like they was controlling my energy based upon how they control their own energy. So I was just like, nah, I don't like that. Okay. Um, and I get that they might cut you off from your creative flow because they got a timer. And then whatever else you were supposed to get, somebody else in the group gets from the other side because somebody cut you off. And so the rest of that download is still being delivered, so somebody else in the group get it and not you. So it's really wild, y'all. So another reason why I left art related groups, is that I feel like if I don't feel like doing any art, then it's like, oh, I'm dropping out of the group. So it's like, that's like a shot to your self esteem. So it's like, no, no. So another reason why I left art related groups is because I started seeing that some of the people, when they came back to the second session or third session, their work was sounding like mine. So basically, if I went to the same art related group more than once, somebody in the group all of a sudden is creating just like me. And this has happened basically in every single art group I've been in over the last year. So I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm not doing it. Then I also noticed I sensed jealousy from some of the hosts. Like they would give feedback, but they would never really say what worked. They would say, oh, you was cooking, or that was a good piece. But they would never tell you what's working. But you can sense that they know what's working, but you can sense jealous energy. They don't want to help you master the piece because they're jealous, because they're probably blocked. And that's why they're hosting that art event. A lot of people be hosting art events when they're blocked, y'all. So they feel some type of way when somebody in the art event show up not blocked, creating something amazing that they can't create. A lot of these people running these art groups are not qualified licensed teachers. They didn't take any classes and or graduate from any mentorship or anything that qualifies them to even teach it. And they don't have hardly any success. They hardly have any success, or they haven't had any in many years, and they're trying to host a workshop. They're trying to host an art shop. It's like, no. I feel like this: if you haven't had any success within a year, then you shouldn't be hosting an art shop. And I'm not talking about, oh, you got some sales on your book on Amazon. I'm talking about like publishers published you. Somebody sold your art, was selling somewhere where you had a gallery and it was doing real good, something of that nature, or a publisher picked up your work, If that's not happening to you, if it hasn't happened in a year, I think somebody shouldn't host a workshop. Yet every time I go to these art shops, it's people who haven't had no success in a year. So basically, they're just trying to use hosting a workshop to see what's out there that's doing good, so they can step into that energy and get out of their rut of having no success or being blocked. So that's why I left art events. Also, I don't like all the energy coming in while I'm trying to create. I can feel that people are focusing on me in the group. And I'm like trying to speak to my angels, and their consciousness is trying to hack me. No, y'all, no. This is why Stephen Pressfield say stay out of those groups. Like just straight stay out of all the art support groups. If you go into art groups, if somebody's giving you a prompt and they don't walk you through it step by step to do it. It should be step by step to do the writing exercise. It should be exercises, not writing prompts and meditation and emotional support. None of that. It should be a writing prompt, an exercise to go with it, and step by step tutorial. What we need as artists is tutorials. We don't need art support groups with meditation exercises included and prompts. We don't need that. Okay. We need actual tutorials. We need example work. We need someone to break it down. And a lot of these teachers that's hosting these workshops, they can't break it down. They can't. They can't, especially in the writing groups. They can't pick up a book like this, and be like, okay, let me break this exercise down so you could do it step by step by step by step. They're not doing that. They're just saying, oh, here's a writing prompt, like this one right here. Write about the last time you heard thunder. That's what they do. They don't give any tips, suggestions, how to find thunder, none of that. They don't give you any tutorials. It's a mess. So for example, if I say, okay, no, this exercise, they'll talk about picking something to write about in a snowy field. Now I can say, write about the last time you was in a snowy field. Okay. But you don't know a process. You don't know how to get started. So I would say I would basically teach you a process on how to begin the prompt. That way you're not sitting there just in meditation land. Okay. Walking in winter. Now, what gets me is that in the writing workshops, they give people these prompts, but they're not telling people how work begin. There is a certain way that all work begin according to each genre. Like there's a certain way a poem begins. There's a certain way that a story begins. Various ways a story can begin. There's various ways a prose poem can begin. But they're not telling people that. They're just saying right on this prompt. Hi, everybody. Oh, thank you very much. I don't know what's going on. My screen is not. Oh, thank you very much. So, here, okay, so this says suggested for writing. After sitting or walking outside, observing your surroundings, make up a list of 10 words. Allow the place and time to inspire your word list. See, they're not even doing it that well in here. Your last word can be the season of the year or the weather. So I do like that. Okay, they do giving you some little ways to workshop the poem, the process. But they're not telling you like how to make it distinctive. I think that before somebody gives somebody an art prompt or writing prompt, they should talk about ways to make it distinctive, rules they could break, a type of form they could write in, more than one way they could begin the work. See, they should be told that type of stuff, but nobody's telling people that in these workshops. They're just saying write to this prompt. So, for example, if I went to teach somebody if I give somebody this, I would literally say ways you can begin this poem is you can begin this poem by something that you tasted in this field. Okay. I taste the breeze of dry bark. Okay. I taste the breath of dry bark. I mean, I can say something like that. So I might want to write words about myself so that I can include those in a piece, not just from the location. So they're saying write write about the place, but what about myself? See what I'm saying? So people get stuck. People get stuck in these groups because they don't know how to deep dive to get that piece. The one true lines. They don't know how to deep dive to get the one true lines, and so they just give up or they hit a wall at some point. And that's what, like I said, this is one of the reasons why I don't do art groups and writing groups anymore. So they say next, begin writing a poem of 10 lines. Okay. So see, they gave an example here. This is called cataloging. And they're not even telling anybody what this is because whoever wrote this book obviously don't know. This is called cataloging. But they might not be a licensed teacher or qualified to teach it, but they just kind of know how to do it a little bit or something. But that's what I mean. Like when you go to these writing groups and art groups, they're not even giving you the terminology of the processes that people are using. So people don't even know what to call it, and it's messy. So this is called cataloging. All right. So you see their list here. Okay. I wrote some of my best, most successful poems cataloging. My poem that was that placed in the contest finalist for the Poetry Superhighway. I had actually semi cataloged the poem. Okay, thunder. So they'll say right about the last time you heard thunder, but what they won't say is like how to possibly start the line. So thunder is okay. Now people will be sitting there thinking like, what is thunder? What is thunder? What is thunder? And see that wastes time when they could have already created a catalog and then picked out of that catalog. So for me, it's like if you can't do tutorials and step by step lessons in your workshop, why are you even hosting it? But these people won't stop. They're just giving out prompts. Also, I believe that somebody needs to be really psychic. They should be psychic if they're going to do these workshops because they need to pick up on the abundant energy at the time so people can tap into it. Like there's parts of a mind that's more abundant than other parts of it. It's no different than when you're getting downloads and ideas, and psychics can give you that energy. So, for example, when I did the oracles, okay, Scorpio energy came out. So, obviously, what's abundant is occult stuff, dark stuff, um, uh, the dark side of stuff, mysteries, crime, criminal things, strange things. So if you went to write something or create art, you would probably be better off adding some dark mood to the art, some gloom and mystery to it. It might do better. Okay, but because some people aren't oracles or psychics, they don't they don't know that to say add that to it. So, for example, you would just pick animals that are dark animals or animals of the night or animals of the underworld, and you would add those in your work. So, like, say you're an artist today, maybe you might want to do some art that has to do with a raven, or maybe you want to read the works of Edgar Allan Poe today, and that Edgar Allan Poe be your inspiration today. Okay, since raven energy can be like Scorpio energy as well. So maybe you can, add that, Now, it would be just a prompt. You would say, okay, make a list of the last time you had a transformation What was the stages of this transformation? It could be anything. How did you get this transformation and move along? Step by step. Maybe you could do a tutorial of your transformation. You could do a collage of your transformation, maybe an art collage. See, if you have a workshop, you have to give suggestions and tips and stuff. You can't just say, do these prompts. And that's what they're doing. So it gets to be super annoying. The energy that you're abundant in is normally the energy that you more likely will manifest exceptional work in, or naturally. So I'm having that talk because they don't say that in the workshops. They don't say that. They don't even say that you can use your psychic abilities to find out what you need to create according to that prompt. They don't even say that, y'all. So it just be like, what? So if you're a new writer, I highly recommend this book, and I highly recommend you buy my book. My book is 10 times better than this book. I ain't hating, but it is. Okay. If you want to buy my book on writing advanced poetry, beginners and advanced, I'm going to be republishing the book in parts over this week and next week and the week after. And I highly recommend that you buy each part of my book. This isn't my book. My book's better than this book. I highly recommend that you buy each part of my book and use my book, because my book is like a whole course. My book is like a whole class. Okay, like a course, like you went to school for it. So you could just do each chapter of my book every 2 weeks, and then you'll be a pretty good writer, good poet after that. Okay. All right. So look at this. See how this looks like, kind of like really watercolor. Like it looks like a very see, this whole cover is inspirational. So you can use this concept. See how they did their cover? You could use your cover, this whole design, but have your own image. Yeah. Okay. All right. They could even say pick a book cover and use the book cover as your prompt, but write down what is not in the picture. See, when they give prompts, even when they say look at a painting, they don't ever like help you go further than the prompt. I can help people go further. All right. So that's why I left art groups. Another reason why I left art groups is because I didn't see too many people of my own nationality and culture in the groups, and I felt like I was catering to the majority and never the minority. Like I felt like I was giving so much to the majority because my great writing, and I really felt like I need to find some art groups. If I'm going to be in them, I need to be in art groups with more minorities. I'm just saying, y'all, because a lot of minorities can't afford the education that the majority can afford. So I feel like if they want to learn from somebody that's great at it and they want to learn for free, the minorities can learn from me, another minority. I'm thinking about starting a group just for minorities, to be honest. I'm just saying. I'm thinking about starting a channel, teaching writing and having resources that's just for minorities, especially minorities of color. That means a lot to me to help the Black community with art, especially literary art. Okay, y'all. Bye, everybody. Um, the takeaway of this is I don't like to do art groups, and I stay away because everybody, they also treat it like it's their therapy, like unpaid therapy. People like to talk about themselves and not get down to work. And I feel like those are people that's trying to get compassion energy to get access to other people's power through trauma bonding, trauma dumping. And I'm like, no, no, mm-mm. I literally stay quiet when people trauma dump in the art groups because I know that they're trying to get people to open their heart chakra to them so they can access their power. And it's like, no, I'm not doing that. Okay, y'all. Well, I'm gonna get some writing done. And I bought this book, and I'm gonna be looking in this book here, checking it out. But if you're thinking about getting into writing more, you may want to get my book that I'm publishing in parts, expanding. I hope I see y'all on my new channel. That's going to be, um, it's going to have a lot to do with inspirational resources for artists. I might just do books and articles only. The channel for that to like inspire people. Hopefully, I'll get some minorities on that channel because I love books, y'all. Love them. All right, bye, everybody. I'll see y'all later. I can't even shut the window, y'all. Something's happening with YouTube. I might have to just no, the whole thing ain't even here. Okay, y'all just shut it down.